Collective, and welcome to Tarot with Candy. I'm Candy Kelly. I'm just about to pull a guidance and affirmation oracle card from the Crystal Intentions to see what the energy is or set the tone for the video that's coming up. I'm asking for divine permission to do this, and I'm asking for divine protection as well. Okay? Listen, I hope that everything is going good with you and that your day is getting started on the right track. All right, let's pull one here. So what came out is the carnelian stone, right? And what it says here is creativity flows through me in myriad ways. I courageously bring my ideas into actuality. Okay, so that's the carnelian stone. So it has something to do with creativity for who's ever resonating with this. Okay, and on the back, it wants you to activate your creative mind, finalize those projects that you've been putting off, realize unlimited potential, improve visuality skills, and stimulate courage to fulfill life's purpose and potential. Okay, so for those of you who are on a mission, I mean, we all are. But if you're resonating with this at this time in your life, then this reading is probably going to be for you. Okay? So again, that's going to be the carnelian crystal stone. We'll just set that up here for right now. And we'll do our read. Okay? So we get that set up. There we go. Well, you know what? It won't set up, but that's okay. We'll leave it right here. Okay? Now we're going to go into the tarot and see how this can bear witness to our creative flow or activating our creative mind. For some reason, there's a lesson here, and let's find out what it is, shall we? All right, let's go into the Pictionary Tarot deck. The Pictionary Tarot deck. And let's start here. All right. Let's go ahead and split the deck. Shuffle these cards a little. One more time. Alright, let's get into the reading. Put the sage to the side. And let's get into this reading. Okay, what's the first card out? For the collective, this creative flow. And the King of Wands in the reverse. So we do have a pushy, arrogant, bully, male presenting person here, and our King of Wands in the reverse. This person would be, how can I describe him besides just calling him straight up narcissist? Because that's kind of what the King of Wands in the reverse could be, in the way that he's very arrogant. You know, he's all about himself. You know, he pushes people around to get his way. He'll lie, he'll manipulate, he'll steal. He'll do whatever he needs to do. He's the King of Wands. He thinks he's the leader, no matter good or bad. Okay, that's him. That's his attitude. So that's who we would be dealing with. Okay, so this is a central issue. Now the problem for this King of Wands. Let's see what's that? What's in the problem here, Spirit? And thank you. Oh, there's a King of Cups in the reverse, right? So we have another man who, divine masculine, who really can't be trusted. He's a King of Cups in the reverse. Let's put him upside down. So we have two males here that really are up to no good. Okay, and then this problem position with this King of Cups in the reverse, you know, this is the type of person who's not mature emotionally. They really don't have a lot of self-confidence, like up against the King of Wands. You know, he's all about confidence, but the King of Cups is kind of, you know, he's not really centered. It's hard to trust him, you know, especially emotionally. Okay, so that's the two males that we have out here. Wow. What's down in the subconscious for these guys? What's the Spirit? Three of Pentacles. There's some type of group coming together to do some type of work. And that's down in someone's subconscious. it's something injustice, okay? It's some type of injustice that this group is up to. Like I said, these two males are not in their right element, if you will. They're in their lower nature. They're in their south node because they're in reverse. They may be trying to come together with a group and they're planning on doing some type of injustice here. They want to cause some type of rocky instability with the Two of Pentacles in someone's finance or relationship or personal projections that they want to create or develop or finalize. These people are trying to, you know, make it hard on that person. And we have yet to find out who that is. But we do know we have two male presenting persons or people that are not in their north node and they're up to no good. Okay? We do know that. And we have a Page of Swords, so there's some type of information, new information coming out about what's going on here. And it may have something to do with a long-term commitment to someone or someone's plans or someone's long-term plans. Okay, with that Page of Pentacles. And it may have something to do with two people coming together, Two of Cups, two people that's perfect for each other, or some type of union here that would bring stability and good fortune, if you will. Okay, with the Two of Cups. All right. So, what's in the recent past, Spirit? What's in the recent past? And thank you. This is all about a group again. We have a group of three, Three of Cups, okay? In the recent past, this group were all there. They were trying to create an ending with this Death card or bring something to an end. About this again, it came up once again about someone's long-term commitment or long-term plans. Like this Carnelian Stone says, you know, finalize those plans. Okay, that's what this person is trying to do. But you have a group of people, and at least two of them are male presenting people who don't want that to happen. They're trying to put an end to whatever it is that you got going on. But you're too strong for it. You have a balanced ego, and you're able to tame the beast within. Okay. You're able to visualize what it is that you're trying to bring to purpose, your potential with that Strength card, okay? You're courageously, you know, bringing your ideas to actuality, okay? And they're trying to stop you, all right? Let's get all the cards out so we know what this full story is. Okay, as an action and intention, what's going on here, Spirit? Somebody's taking a leap of faith again. They're trying to bring their vision to actuality. They're in the energy of, okay, I want to finalize these projects. I got things I got to get done. Listen, I'm going to leave all this other stuff to the side. These people, these naysayers that say I can't do it or that's getting in my way. And this person's in the energy of, look, I want to go ahead and make it happen, okay? That's what they're about to do. And again, you have two males around them that's in a group that don't want that to happen. But what fell out here is a King of Swords. So if it is a King of Swords, this is a divine masculine that's in his upright. These people are no match for him, okay? That's why they have to come together in a group to try to get in this person's way, so to speak, because they're no match for the King of Swords. You're talking about sheer intelligence, sheer will, and he's in the upright. So he's in his north node. He's in his position that he needs to be in to make it happen, and he wants to take a leap of faith. So now we know we have three males out here. One's trying to finalize projects, bring his dreams and his creativity to actuality, and we have two males who are in a group trying to stop him from doing that for whatever reason. Let's find out. What's in the near future, Spirit? Can we have one for the near future? Thank you. It's Wheel of Fortune. So somebody's got good luck. Somebody's in the flow. They made a decision to take a leap of faith in the Fool card. They thought about it because we're talking about a King of Swords here. And it's going to bring fruition and good faith. Whatever that plan is that he's trying to create, it's in the flow and it's in the right direction with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? What is the lens someone's looking through about all this? That's the truth. There's some type of truth and clarity around this situation, and that is the lens someone's looking through. I mean, there's not too much you can do when the truth shows up. Yeah, you could still try to dance around it, but clearly somebody is looking through the lens of, they have clarity, okay? They may even be able to see the bullshit, right? That this King of Swords, this King of Wands in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse, and this group coming together, they see it. They have clarity. And again, it's a King of Swords. So you're dealing with sheer intelligence here. Okay? And it could also be a level of spirituality, a blessing of protection, Archangel Michael's energy as well, and the King of Swords. Okay? What's in the environment? So we all can see. Now this is the part where you'll know if you resonate with this or not, because everyone can see this. Yeah, this person is not spiritually protected. They're not going to be able to hold them back. Okay? This group, it's falling apart. They're not going to be able to hold them back. Not only they're not going to be able to hold this person back, but they're not spiritually protected on what they're doing because it's the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay? Some type of loss of money and an Emperor in the reverse. So you have another male, or it could just be a different aspect of one of these males, but they're taking their authority and they're not using it the right way. Somebody here could be close to this King of Swords and they may feel like they have influence or sway over him, but they're not in their north node, okay? And it's some loss here, some tangible loss in finance with this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Now that could be in the environment as well, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in hopes and fears because that's the next position. And these are the two cards that fell out, so I have to take them. I mean, they came out. Sometime this story will read itself. These cards will come out themselves, and it's just like that in tarot, you know, for whatever reason. So we know we do have this male, and in the hopes and fears, they know that they're not getting, or they are experiencing some type of substantial loss, dealing with this group, dealing with this unprotection with the Seven of Wands, okay, up against something that's faded with the Wheel of Fortune. There's some truth out here with the Ace of Swords, okay, and they are experiencing some type of financial loss. In fact, this whole group is, okay. What is the outcome, Spirit? And thank you. What's the outcome? The outcome is going to be, wow, look at this. A cycle is completing with the World card, okay? So this is achievement. This person is going to achieve their objective. Somebody is trying to send some energy of slowing them down because it is an Eight of Wands in the reverse, or some type of message didn't get through. Somebody is stagnated because of this, but this person has already achieved, and they're just waiting for their ships to come in with the Three of Wands, okay? So whatever that message was didn't reach or didn't have an effect, because again, it's the world. They're going to achieve their aim, okay? And that's the outcome to this reading. Bottom of the deck. Again, there's some type of injustice here that they are trying to project. And they're in a tower because of it. Like I told you, they're going to take a substantial loss. They're not spiritually protected against what they're trying to do up against this King of Swords. And they want them to be on the fence, or somebody here wants to quit, or somebody made a mistake, or somebody doesn't want to see this person achieve their aims with the Two of Swords. Okay, but again, there's some type of injustice here, the Tower, and that's what the whole problem is. Okay, because they were not able to stop this King of Swords, Divine Masculine. Somebody here is in a tower for doing the injustice that they tried to do towards this King of Swords and completing his mission, right? You never know what your mission is. They are spiritually unprotected in the environment, so this loss you will see. If you resonate with this reading, you'll be able to see it. It's substantial loss in their finances, and it's more than one. So the whole group would be taking a loss. Okay? Now we have a King of Wands in the reverse. This is a narcissistic individual that's very stubborn here. Okay, so they think their way is the right way. You can't really tell them much. The stubborn card. That's how they roll. Collab. Like I said, this group, it's a group that's coming together, and they're stubborn in the things that they're doing. There's some type of originality to this King of Swords and his idea. Whatever his seed here is that he's growing, you know, he's focused on that. He's not focused on what they're doing. And they're trying to manipulate him, trying to manipulate or send some type of energetic energy to stop him or to affect his dreams of him growing this seedling into whatever he wants it to be. This is creativity, okay? And it can grow into whatever you want. Again, we're bear witnessing to the energy that's out here with this carnelian, and it's about creativity as well. Finalizing projects, getting shit done, taking a leap of faith, following your intuition and your wheel of fortune, taking it and running with it. You have people around you who don't want to see you do that, okay? They're trying to stop you. Why? Because they're taking losses. They're in a tower. They're experiencing financial downfalls and things such as that. And again, it's a group. All right, so we have the King of Cups in the reverse. He's also can't be trusted. This person is in some kind of daydream, okay? He's in some type of emotional daydream here, okay? About something he thought he was going to have by stopping this King of Swords. But the King of Swords has a lot of imagination. Again, creativity is the objection here. And again, they want to send some type of manipulation energy that way. This friendship group. Told you it's a group. Down in the subconscious, again, this friendship group, we have Three of Pentacles. What is this, Spirit? And thank you. Group coming together. They're in a fucking nightmare, all of them experiencing what? Financial woe and issues. For trying to stop the King of Swords on his mission. They wanted to affect somebody's memory here, or they were trying to, with manipulation once again, keeps coming out. They want to hold this person back with some type of constraints so that he doesn't reach his goal. That's what all this manipulation was about. Slow down message with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I'm not even going to go to the past with the Three of Cups because we already know that it's a group of people. Let's go ahead to this action and intention. This King of Swords is trying to take a leap of faith. Again, collaboration fell out. Collaboration of people. But he's on his goals. And he has a lot of self-love, integrity. And they're just overloaded because of it. That's all. So all they can do is be overloaded. Because he's going to achieve his objective. He really is. In the near future, you have a Wheel of Fortune. They're looking at his Wheel of Fortune. They see the things are going his way, going in his favor again. He's on his goals. He's going to reach the finish line. And they want to fight about that, or this group are fighting with each other about which way to go. But they can't stop the luck because, again, the King of Swords have the Wheel of Fortune in his favor. And he's using his imagination, his creativity to take him to unbelievable heights. Understand? There's some truth to this. The Ace of Swords. It's out here in the lens. So there is some truth to what I'm saying about this King of Swords and his mission. What is this, Spirit, with the Ace of Swords? Can you show us? What is this? Yeah, truth about his imagination. And people want him to hesitate. This energetic energy that's being sent is to slow him down. But his imagination is just too big. And again, there's some truth to that. That's over the Ace of Swords. Could be a sweetheart involved. This King of Swords could have some type of sweetheart. There's something about memories here, or he could be remembering times when there was a sweetheart. Somebody's trying to bribe him, though. They want him to quit, give up on his dreams, or affect him so he doesn't reach his objective. In the environment, this person or these people, this group, is spiritually unprotected, okay, from what they're doing. They should stop now. But people have free choice. What is this Seven of Wands in the reverse, Spirit? Let's listen. Thank you. Yeah, they're overindulging this group. They're going to keep going. They think something is funny. They're trying to affect maybe eternal love or something that this King of Swords is aiming to. But he's lived and learned. He's went through trials and tribulations. And that's not going to happen with him. But this group could be wearing a mask. They're hiding their true intentions and what they're really trying to do here. There's some type of loss for this Emperor in the reverse. He failed to lead. One of these karmic males here, either that King of Wands in the reverse or this King of Cups in the reverse, is in that Emperor energy. They failed to lead, and I really believe it's going to be the King of Wands. It could be a third male. In some cases it would be, but if it is, it's going to be an older man. I can tell you that for sure. And he is experiencing some type of loss here in his finances. There could be, you know, with the Pentacles, it's tangible. So not only is it money, but it could be property, business, relationships, tangible things. And there's a loss here for this older gentleman for getting involved with these people trying to stop a King of Swords. Okay? Anyway, can we get a card for this Emperor in the reverse, this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, this loss, this substantial loss? Yeah, now they need help because they don't have the money. They're lost, and they may need to ask for help here. Because of it, they might feel injured, or they could actually be injured. Again, it's three people. It's a third wheel involved in this situation. They wanted to bully him out of his gift, out of his creativity, and out of his leap of faith, out of his wheel of fortune. It's a group wanting to bully him. But there's good news here for the King of Swords. Okay? The outcome is the objective, the world. So a cycle is completing with these people, with this manipulative, energetic energy. It can't even get through. It is in a Eight of Wands in a reverse, so it didn't even get through. Okay? Now the King of Swords has completed a cycle. He's done the groundwork. He followed his intuition. He took his leap of faith. He took his wheel of fortune. He had clarity. He stuck to the plan. And now with the Three of Wands, he's just waiting for his ships to come in. Why? Because he did the follow through. He did the follow through. All the while these people tried to stop him, but he kept going. Constraints. That's what they're going to experience. Trying to slow him down. And loneliness. That's what they're going to go through. Yeah, the whole group. And this manipulation is going to go right back to them. That's what they set out. That's what they're going to get. Injustice. For their injustice. This is what's going to be created for them. Because they tried to create that for the King of Swords. Who stayed on his mission. But now they want him to compromise with his luck. That's his luck. He did the work for that. Because they're stressed out. Thinking about all the fancy things that they once had or what they want. Or they were doing all this for fancy things. Or a lifestyle. and tried to get his luck on the compromise, and they ended up lonely and broke because of this injustice here. We're dealing with the Queen of Swords. So we had a divine feminine who could have seen what was going on with the situation. She could have been around that as well. Somebody here was trying to seem innocent and sweet, but it's a page of swords. I mean, it's a Page of Cups in the reverse. They were pretending to be innocent and sweet. There's some type of shame or fall from grace with the Six of Wands in the reverse for this person. And they were trying to maybe use lustful energy or something to entice this King of Swords and pull him away from his mission, if you will. There's an Empress here too. Again, divine feminine could be around this situation. This could be a mother or grandmother. Okay? So we have her around. And with the legal here, with the Queen of Swords and the Justice in the reverse, it could be a lawyer, an attorney, or some legal counsel in some aspect of what's going on here. All right, so that's that. But this King of Swords is going to stay on what? On the objective. And he is going to activate his creative mind, is what he's done. He's going to finalize these projects by taking a leap of faith. He's realizing his unlimited potential. He's improving his visualization skills. In other words, he sees what these people are doing. I was telling you that with the Ace of Swords, the clarity, and it's a King of Swords. So he could see people were against him. This could be people with this group effort that's close by. At least one of these males did have a position in this King of Swords life where he could influence him. But it was for the wrong reasons. And the King of Swords, you know, at some point came to know that. Okay? And he had to stimulate courage to fulfill his mission, his life's potential. Okay? And he completed the cycle with these karmics, because they're all karmics. Okay? So if you resonate with this, this is for you, Divine Masculine. Stay on your North Node, because you're doing very well. You've laid the groundwork, and it looks as if your ships will be coming in, you know, because you stuck to being true to yourself and you didn't follow the gang, you know, but they tried to fight you all the way. And despite doing that, you still made it to the finish line. So congratulations and good luck to you. Continue doing what you're doing. And that's the end of the videos of this video. Have a good day. Peace.